Hi. I have pushed everything aside. I've pushed my hunger aside. I've pushed non-stop playing Sims aside just to make this video. Also, I was doing work, so then I kind of decided, let's make a video on the work. Why? Because the work is really, the sentences are very ominous. Let's just say that. The work is Afrikaans, which is basically Dutch, South African Dutch. And I worry for the sentences, so now I'm here, spilling my worries onto you. But just before I get started, I want to just give a quick shout out to the fly in my room that keeps playing the freaking Flight of the Bumblebee. Love you, and you're not annoying me at all. So, without further ado, let's get started. Don't judge my speaking or my translating. I'm not good at either of those. So, first of all, we have Die vrou wil elke vakansie haar man besoek om te help. The woman wants to visit her husband every month to help him. The first thought that came to my mind was the husband is dead, so like she wants to visit. You know what? I wouldn't even get into that thought process.
Okay.
So basically, the second thought that came to my head was, oh, it's like that Brooklyn Nine-Nine series where Jake and Rosa are being arrested. And I'm gonna stop you right there. Well, stop me right there, I guess. I don't know. So after they get arrested, they have to find evidence to prove that they're innocent. So they find a lead, and this lead has been framed. And how they know that he's not missing and he's still alive and stuff. Well, one of the ways is because his wife sometimes goes to visit him. Yeah, but I digress. We move on. Die vrou is die vorige maand na 'n incident skielik oorlede. The woman became deceased, I guess. The woman became deceased last month after an incident. Worries. What incident was this? Why did she die during this incident? My worries concern the fact that this incident could be a very, harmless thing, I don't know, her sister was robbed or something, but then she suddenly just died out of nowhere. So I hope that's not the case. Then we have 6, which relates to 7 and 8. Die boere wou die vorige dag Vincent's story nie glo nie. The farmers didn't want to believe Vincent's story yesterday, I think. Yeah. Vincent who? Are we talking about Vincent van Gogh and they're not believing, one of his stories? For example, the one where his ear was cut off in some context I can't remember? Or maybe it's just another random Vincent that just exists in the world out there. But then, the next 2 sentences were... The fact that painters were mentioned in both those sentences just kind of relates back to my theory of they're talking about not believing Vincent van Gogh's story. They might not have anything related because they're all just random sentences. But in the words of Sherlock and Minecraft, coincidences are... Oh my gosh, I forgot it. I'm gonna go by that saying, whatever it actually is, and I'm gonna say...
911, what's your emergency?
Langhoor het vanoggend die skaatsplank vinnig koffie toe gery. Lang rode on his skateboard this morning to go get some coffee. Pretty much, sort of like that. I was like, what is Langhoor? That sounds like long ago. Then I was like, it doesn't make any sense, so I'm just gonna translate it. So then I typed it in, and then I typed into English. But I didn't click search, I just looked at the search bar, just because the answer pops up there. And that said baboon. Who names a child baboon? So I wallowed around in that confusion for quite a while, and I stared at it very puzzledly, and I'm like, what's going on here? Like, somebody's parents don't like them. But then I finally clicked search, and it turns out it was just the Hindi way of saying baboon. Then we have a less important one. Benny het lang gelede die hond gekry om mee te speel. Benny got the dog a long time ago to play with it. Which is like, it's a normal sentence, adorable, whatever, it's pretty random. Then, a few sentences later, die dokter wou die volgende dag Benny se been afsit. The doctor wants to, I don't know what afsit means, like, relax. But basically they want to do something to his leg. And what concerns me is Doctor and Benny's leg. Why are those two together? Why have they merged? Why have they met? What happened to the dog that it caused Benny to go to the hospital because of his leg? You get? I don't know what's going on. Anyways, thank you for listening to me hungrily talk about my confusion to you with me in Afrikaans and English with sentences that worry me a lot, to the point where I think I need to take them to a psychologist to evaluate. Okay, well, this is in no way meant to offend or make you worry about the teacher who wrote these. I'm not going to say anything more on that. These sentences are random, they're just very worrisome in a non-harmful way. Like, they're random, but if they weren't random, you would worry about them. Bye!